In late June, Dr. Bob Scott was named Director of Arkansas's Cooperative Extension Service, the education outreach portion of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture's Land Grant Mission. Dr. Scott, welcome to the program. Give me a little background on the Extension Service. Give me the elevator speech for all that it encompasses. And remember, it's an elevator speech.
Well, I tell you what, in all honesty, I'm learning every day right now all the different programs that we have. It's very wide in scope. You know, we have four main areas: the A&R, Ag and Natural Research side, which is the side that I come from and have most of my experience. We have Family Consumer Sciences, which is just involves a plethora of different programs that you know, I'm still learning about. Our 4-H and our youth development program, which I think most people are pretty familiar with, and then our community economic and professional development group, which again, that group has just a large number of programs. So we could have a real long discussion on the many different areas that we reach out into the state of Arkansas every day.
So to summarize, and I don't mean to simplify it, but you guys take a lot of the massive research that goes on through the Division of Agriculture and you really kind of extend it to industry and communities. That's the Extension Service tag, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We're the outreach and education branch of the Division of Agriculture. You know, historically, we took the land grant university data, we boiled it down into usable bullet points and things like that, and deliver it mainly to rural areas, you know, in the development years of the Cooperative Extension Service. But these days, we still take all that research from U of A and educate and take it out into the state. We use other research, other sources of information as well for our education programs. And today, not only rural areas, but we're involved in urban areas. You know, we've had a massive switch over to social media in the last few years and in the internet age. And so really that role has expanded out into the whole state. But we do pride ourselves on being an unbiased source of information using you know, research generated data.
Well, you mentioned you had a learning curve, but you've also been in several positions in Arkansas dealing with everything from weed science to rice research. You probably come into the position with some ideas for change and improvement. What are your plans for moving the Extension Service forward?
Yeah, I've been with the Extension Service for about 20 years. I started off as a weed scientist and ended up managing a couple of our extension centers. Then I moved over to the AES side, which, you know, we still, the facility that I managed was the Rice Research and Extension Center, and I was always pointing out to everybody that it had extension in the title as well. So, you know, I've been with Extension for a long time, and I think going forward we've got to expand our efforts. You know, the things that we've been dealing with COVID-19 have forced us to look at concepts of working away from the office, maybe getting out of our box a little bit. We're really big on one-on-one meetings, large meetings with large groups of people, and we're having to reevaluate how we can effectively get our message out there. And I think we've done a really good job of that. And so going forward, I think they say it only takes 30 days to develop a new habit. And so I think we're learning new things right now and new habits that we can take forward even when this crisis is over. You know, so I think that's the direction I see us going, is more of a focus on reaching more people virtually in combination where it fits with our traditional hands-on approach.
I'm going to throw another challenge your way that you're going to be grappling with, and that is rural Arkansas. Rural America is dotted with declining population, aging population bases. This is an issue outside of one person or a state's control, but where do you see the Extension Service adapting to really address what's happening in rural Arkansas?
Well, this is true, and so we have, you know, over the years we've really tried to change, and you see, if you look down through our list of programs, you'll see a new focus on more urban areas, a lot more social media and virtually available things. I think there's going to be a big focus, frankly, on our family consumer science areas and on our community and professional development areas. These are good tools for anybody to use, whether they're in a rural or more urban or suburban setting. I do think, though, it's important in the state of Arkansas that we kind of keep grounded in our rural and agricultural community. I mean, this is we're still in a state where something I think like 12% of our economy is still ag-based. You know, we're the biggest rice-producing state in the country. We do have a very much agricultural-based economy in this state. So, you know, our balance is going to be to stay rooted in those things that got us here in our efforts with, you know, with rural communities. But then, where can we expand that and continue to expand that into other areas? And I think if you look at our programs, it's not hard to see that we have been doing that over the years.
Dr. Bob Scott with the Cooperative Extension Service, thank you for your time.
I appreciate you having me. Thanks.